government's radical Islam continues to flare up, often leaving dozens dead, as we saw today. What can we do to stop this from happening? Maajid Nawaz has thought a lot about this. He was once part of radical Islam. He left that behind, now campaigns against extremism. He joins us tonight. This has happened in Spain. We've seen it in a bunch of countries throughout Europe in the last couple of years. Does it surprise you, Spain?
It doesn't surprise me. The Spanish police are currently actively monitoring over 1,000 suspected terrorists, and also a report in 2015 indicated that Spain has become, in fact, a hub for jihadist finance and recruitment and sending fighters from Europe into the ISIS-controlled territories of Syria and Iraq. And so I think often we underestimate countries like Spain because we imagine, due to the fact that there hasn't been an attack there for such a long time, that it's actually safe and that jihadists haven't infiltrated the country. And what Britain, and the lesson we've just learned here in the United Kingdom just this year alone has indicated to us, is just because there hasn't been an attack for a while on a major scale, a massive kind of coordinated attack, that doesn't mean that there aren't jihadists who are radicalized and waiting to strike. And we just had this horrific summer in the United Kingdom with 4 attacks in as many months. 3 of them jihadists, and one of them by an anti-Muslim extremist, also using a car, mowing down pedestrians coming out of a mosque. So I think that just because you have a long period of a lull, we mustn't rest on our laurels and take for granted the fact that jihadists are indeed in the United Kingdom and in Spain and have been for a while.
So quickly, give us the one essential response from authorities. What's the one thing they should do?
These sorts of attacks are entirely unpredictable. We cannot fully prepare for them. We're in the midst of a global jihadist insurgency. It's going to get worse, by the way. As ISIS is facing setbacks on the battlefield, they're going to need to continue to prove their relevance, and especially because of the internal jihadist competition between ISIS and Al-Qaeda, ISIS is going to want to prove that it's still operationally capable so that people don't end up flocking to the more established pedigree of Al-Qaeda. So ISIS will engage in more such attacks across Europe. The one thing that we can do is, unfortunately, in the short term, not much. It's a long-term solution, and that is to recognize if we are in the midst of a global jihadist insurgency, then we need a counter-insurgency approach to jihadism across Europe. And currently, as your previous guest, Robin Simcox, said, this isn't being taken as seriously as it needs to be.
No, at all. Thanks a lot for that. No. It's always great to have you on.